This is your home for the Panthers. Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Comcast Xfinity Network. There's no better place to watch and stream sports than on Xfinity. If you call yourself a sports fan, then visit Xfinity.com to learn more.
The outside shot, Wickers blocked from behind by Kuhlman. Here comes Pitzer though, puts it right back, and one, count the basket. Trauman, a nice pass underneath the Richmond. He's got himself 4 in the tie for Paola.
Play clock at 15, they'll take the snap. This will be a quarterback keeper and into the end zone.
It's time for the Panthers on your home for Paola High School Athletics. Paola Sports Live.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to today's broadcast of Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity. There is no better place to watch and stream sports than on Xfinity. Comcast's Xfinity network makes the sports viewing experience simple, seamless, and unforgettable. Nobody else gives fans a single destination for every game, Wi-Fi that streams live sports over a connection with ultra-low lag, and powerful features like multi-view to keep every fan in the action from multiple live games at once. If you call yourself a sports fan, you need Xfinity. I'm Aaron Feely, joined once again by Caden Carbajo, and Caden, it has not been that long here since you and I were calling this exact matchup. That was the last soccer game we carried here on Paola Sports Live, as the Wildcats now come to Paola after the Panthers beat them in Washington, or at Washington High School in Kansas City, I should say, back a few weeks ago, as the Panthers and Wildcats have both won a pair of games since then, adding to their overall records. Panthers looking to make it a clean sweep of the Washington Wildcats here. We'll wait and see if they are able to successfully do that. We'll step aside briefly and be right back with more of the pregame show, brought to you by Paola Vet Clinic here on Paola Sports Live.
Cook goodness in a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
It's a long story.
You can say claim, billing, or something else.
Can I talk to someone else?
Transferring now. Hello, customer. State reason for visit.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we treat people like people.
How can I help?
It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Scott Haka in Paola today.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Hounds Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Back in here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity. The pregame show brought to you by Paola Vet Clinic. From your pet to your herd, Paola Vet Clinic has over 90 years of veterinary experience to help give high-quality care at affordable pricing. Visit them at 1708 Industrial Road in Paola or visit their website, wildcatvetclinic.com, to learn more. A rematch from a few weeks ago for each of these squads here between Paola and Washington. That one ended 5-0 in favor of the Panthers. Panthers also coming off a victory just on Tuesday against Chanute after a 0-0 tie at home against Chanute here on the channel about a month earlier. They got a 7-1 victory on the road on Tuesday. They're looking to make it 2 wins on the week and then try to make it 3 in a row all in 1 week tomorrow versus Turner. But not to get ahead of ourselves here, they've got KC Washington up first, who went into that first matchup with Paola winless. And now, after that 5-0 loss to Paola, they immediately turned around 2 days later, got a victory against Schlegel High School 5-1, and then they would later add a victory 2-1 in overtime against Highland Park. That was a week ago, and now they take on this Paola squad looking for some revenge after gaining a bit of momentum. For Paola, they have been slightly improved from last season as they come into tonight's ball game already with 3 more victories than they had all of last year, when they went winless throughout the entire season. Now with that victory over Chanute, a victory over Washington, and a victory over Bishop Ward, all of which were in fairly one-sided dominant fashion. The Paola Panthers are looking to really keep the momentum going for themselves here, as we're just about set for the opening kick here, brought to you by Miami Lumber, servicing Miami County since 1983, located at 1014 North Pearl Street in Paola. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 3. Miami Lumber, your homegrown home improvement store. Like us on Facebook. Bit of a later start than advertised for tonight's game, as the JV got an 8-0 victory in the contest right before this one. There was also some threats of inclement weather. That seems to have passed us, though, at this point, as Washington trying to work this one quickly into Paola territory. But now the Panthers, actually, we got a whistle back behind the play. We'll take a look at that. I had my eye on the ball upfield, and I missed the foul back behind the play. And actually not a foul. It looks like it may have been a lost contact lens. So we'll actually just get a dropped ball coming here. Talked about that 7-1 victory over Chanute on Tuesday. Has the Panthers feeling real good, and they've got a couple of favorable matchups here that we'll have at home for the Panthers here on this channel, as they've got an opportunity here. Oh, maybe one cut too many. Tried to get that one past Alderman and won't be able to. Denied at the last moment. Schroetberger had an opportunity to rip a shot, but she wanted one more move to get even closer to the net before taking it, and that decision might have cost her an opportunity at a shot on goal, as it gave the Washington defense an opportunity to get back in time to make the play. And now it's the Wildcats trying to work it back into Paola territory. They'll lose the handle on it around midfield. Now to that far sideline. It is Lake and Alderman in net again for the Wildcats. It is Ellie Kell once more for the Panthers, and she's going to have to make a play here. Tested early, and that one finally poked out of trouble as she actually overslid the ball initially. That could have been some serious danger for the Paola Panthers, and instead, reinforcements in the vicinity able to bat that ball out of harm's way. Finally, also able to get it out of bounds to that far sideline, so we'll get a throw-in coming here for Washington. Looks like first a quick substitution here for the Wildcats. Paola quickly working this back upfield, and a little too much contact back behind the play will lead to a free kick.
I mean, we're not even 5 minutes into this game, and we've already seen some good chances by both teams.
Oh, yeah, both of these goaltenders with some early tests they had to take, and they came up with answers both times. At the very least, they found a cheat sheet in the form of a teammate nearby. So that one's poked out of play. It'll end up on the track. We'll get a Washington throw in. Tipped upfield. Battling for the loose ball, and that thing's just going to roll out of play. That was Vargas who thought that she might have had an opportunity, but Kira McIntyre stood between her and a shot on goal. So instead, it looks like we'll just end up with a corner kick coming for Washington. Once again, we await substitutions first, and we await a new ball. The old one going to have to be tracked down by one of the ball boys. That ended up way out in the grass back behind the track. Corner kick ends up in and right back out. And once again, we'll have to track down, but actually, look at that. We've got a near side ball boy offering and being denied the chance to throw in a new loose ball as we went and collected the one that was trying to escape over the far side fence. Another corner kick comes in. Paola trying to clear it out of there. Still inside the box. And finally, I thought got it out of danger, but it's kept alive by Washington temporarily. And now the Panthers work it upfield, but only ever so slightly. Getting to it there was Lopez. Comes back to her again. Now loose once again. And poked towards the near sideline. It's out of play. They're going to say last off the Panthers. We'll get a Washington throw-in. Wilkinson plays it back. Paxton had it poked off her foot and out of play. So it'll be Panthers ball for the throw. And Paxton tries to launch it upfield. She's looking for Schroetberger. Gets it to her. Could not get around Lopez. But the Panthers able to get that ball right back. Still loose. Sanders sends it upfield. That's Park. She has it chipped and sent back in out of bounds. Paola's end. Throw in coming. Panthers ball for the throw-in. Sent back inside. Oh, loose. Still loose. That's trouble. And Kell comes over, and Ellie Kell gets to it first. And that, again, could have been serious trouble for the Paola Panthers. Straight up into the sky. Schroetberger off the ponytail, and that one's going to take a trip around the track and out of play. So it'll be Washington's ball for the throw. Doesn't get a great deal of air on that throw, though, and now here comes Hallie Ball. And Ball might be in the clear. Only one defender on her back. She's dangerous in the open, and she adds to her goal total on the season. The freshman forward continues to have an electric rookie season here for the Paola Panthers. 1-0 Paola to start. You may recall she scored 4 of the 5 goals in the first game against the Washington Wildcats. And she opens the scoring here just 7 minutes and 20 seconds into this contest.
What a goal. I mean, that was really an open goal all the way, probably about a quarter to midfield there.
Now, she has got some speed, and she knows how to box out those defenders when they're coming up from behind. A majority of her goals this season, or at least a good healthy portion of them, if not the majority, have been on those breakaway chances where she's able to just weave her way behind that defense and give herself one-on-one opportunities with opposing netminders. Bit of a brief snippet into the season that Hallie Ball has been having just on that one play.
We saw another great freshman for the rival from Paola, Lewisburg. Was it Tatum? Is that right?
Yes.
Freshman from Lewisburg that did quite well.
Yeah, Lewisburg has a number of very impressive freshmen on their roster. They seem to just reload those like a Pez dispenser, bringing you another little drop of candy. They have an unbelievable amount of depth that always seems to just be waiting in the wings. Every single time they graduate more seniors, more impressive athletes come up. Is that ball loose? And Paola gets to it. Quickly losing it, but only for a moment. And the scrum continues to see who can maintain firm control here.
I mean, if you go down the list from Baldwin to Eudora, all these schools in the Frontier League, they really have a quite good soccer teams.
Here we're going to get a big old wave of substitutions here from both sides. Paola sends 3 off and replaces them. Trying to work this thing back up around midfield. They'll cross midfield. Here comes Washington now. They've got an attack brewing. Denied there by Weigert. And she'll try to track it down along that far sideline. Before we get the throw, another Paola substitution. Sent in. Chipped up the field. Race is on for it. And the Panthers getting on it. Ball with it, trying to work her way around that last remaining defender. Gets it outside. They try to go right back to ball, and that play broken up. Well defended by Washington, keeping their heads on a swivel. And then just unable to control there was Sophia Wilkinson. Lost it out of play, and we'll get a Washington throw in. Oh, and a great play there made by Quaros. Able to get the steal. That ends up out of play off Washington, and it'll be Paola's for the throw. Sent in by Paxton. Free kick coming. That ball might have been touched by a hand. Garcia, up the field it goes. Nice move to get inside by Zivan. Out of bounds, last off Van. So Paola's for the throw. They'll say Wilkinson got a bit too high with the kick. Free kick coming here for the Wildcats. The kick, going to go past everyone and right into the midst of Ellie Kell. So officially directly on goal off the free kick there. Easy save from Kell, however. And she sends this one out around midfield. That's going to bounce and take a little roll towards that far side track. Another throw in coming for Paola. They'll play it up the far sideline. They won't get very far, however, as it ends up out of bounds. Now this one's sent a little bit deeper into Wildcats territory and out of play again for another Panthers throw in. That one tipped and then ultimately collected by the goaltender, Lakin Alderman. She'll try to send that one as far as she can. Bouncing around. Playable there by Paxton. And then taken by Van. She'll play it upfield. Back and forth, the two teams trade possession here. Chipped back around the logo. Oh, lost it. And a foul called. And it looks like Dana Macias Lopez is down. So they'll bring out the trainers to talk to her. We'll step aside briefly and be right back. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Scott Haka in Paola.
Trainers able to get Lopez off the field, mostly under her own power, but with a mighty limp going right now, so hopefully she is okay. Back in the realm of the game at hand, it'll be a free kick coming here for the Panthers. They'll play it short. Wilkinson sends it ahead. She was looking for ball there on the stretch pass. Didn't quite get it. A little backspin on that ball confused a couple of people. Oh, playing it, cutting inside. Opportunity here for Washington, but it's well defended on the far side. The Panthers able to break up that potential breakaway. Upfield it goes, off the head of ball, sends it upfield, an opportunity here for Paola. Trying to cut it inside, ball gets to it, shot, save made by Alderman. Lake and Alderman, the full outstretched arms, able to get the hands on that ball. And now Paola resets offensively. And it's rolling out of play. We'll get a throw in. As we await the substitution. And back into the game comes Dakota Smith, and she will immediately take the throw. Wilkinson tried to play it upfield. Ball cuts inside. Tried the back pass there. Whistle. And we'll get a Paola free kick. Still loose. Still controlled ever so slightly by the Panthers. Centering pass. Opportunity here. Settled. Sent back. We'll get a whistle. This could be a free kick coming. And this is a big opportunity for the Panthers. Looks like it's going to be Ball to take the free kick. Sends it directly on goal and just over the goal. Oh, and quickly stolen away by the Panthers. Shot Far side, it goes well wide, and that one's rolling all the way to the boundary. And we will get a Washington throw-in from deep in their own territory. Just about halfway through the first half. Koros takes it. Ball sent it off a Wildcat and out of play. It'll be Panthers ball for the throw. That one ultimately ends up on goal, but easily corralled by Lake and Alderman. Trying to center it and deflects out of play. We're going to get a corner kick for Paola coming up. They'll go short. And they might have gone too fast there. Officials were trying to catch him on that far side.
Yeah, as soon as I lined up my shot, they already had the ball kicked.
Now we get the approved whistle. Comes back in the ball. And sends that one off the side of the netting. So this time it'll be a goal kick for Washington. Shot off the mitts of Alderman. Paola keeps it alive near sideline. Still in. Now they play it at midfield. Washington still just a one-goal game. Feels like Paola has really been dominating this first half, but it is just 1-0 at this point, no matter how it might feel on the scoreboard. You get one rush here, and you're looking at a tie ball game. However, this one's taken away from him, and Paola will try to work their way back upfield. Wilkinson sends it upfield. Far sideline. Defender bit. Ball gets to it. Inside. Wide open net, but they've got to corral it. And they won't get to it in time. Oh, a missed opportunity for the Panthers there. Wilkinson sent it inside, gets it to Kira McIntyre, who goes to that far sideline. Trying to chase it down. Paxton won't get to it before it's out of play.
Yeah, I mean, what a golden opportunity Paola almost had there. They just couldn't weren't able to get back and set.
They might have another opportunity here. Ball, shot, again, save made by Lakin Alderman. She is keeping the Wildcats alive here tonight. This game could very well be 4 or 5-0 already, but Alderman has made a couple of highlight level saves. Out of bounds, still Washington's ball for the throw. Wilkinson. Little too much on it, and that's going to roll all the way to Alderman. Back out around midfield. Washington into the Paola zone, but no Wildcats in pursuit as that's heading right for the bench area. And Paola will take the throw in. Pops up into the air. And out of bounds again. Again, ultimately ends up out of bounds. Cleared through. Opportunity here. Schroetberger gets to it, trying to get around the defender. Tripped up from behind. Will there be a whistle? And it looks like they're saying clean defensive play. So a goal kick coming. That was dangerously close. That would have been a penalty kick if a foul had been called. Instead, it's just a simple goal kick coming up. That one might have been off the side of her foot. Came off with an awkward side spin, and that one out of bounds. Last off Schroetberger. We'll get a Washington throw. Back and forth goes the ball. Both teams trading the possession. Washington now in their own zone. Back around midfield. Dakota Smith able to get it in deeper. Paola Schroetberger able to keep it alive, and then off of Washington out of play. It'll be a Panthers throw. It's Smith. Tried to go inside here. Was looking for ball on the pass. Gets poked away by Washington and out of bounds. Paola with it. McIntyre lost it. Still loose. Panthers have to track this one down deep in their own end now. And good pressure applied. That was Padilla able to really make sure that the Panthers were being rushed, and ultimately it ends up off Paola and out of bounds. So we'll get a Washington throw. Goes inside for Orellana. Now back up around midfield where it's played there by Ball. She sends it over. Caster to the far sideline. Good movement here by the Panthers. Oh, they keep it alive. Upfield, Schrottberger. Oh, and just missed the settle. She was starting to cut inside before she had the ball and ended up overrunning it. That time poked off the foot of Anna Caster. Still loose, still a battle. Kira McIntyre sends it back inside. Up the sideline, Schrottberger.
Ooh. Well.
Off Washington. They keep it in. Ball for the free kick. And again, it just goes a bit high. I think she's trying to drop that one into an exact bucket to try to send it over the top of Alderman and in, but unfortunately now twice has just sent it high of the goal. Poked in, out of bounds. Washington throw in. Oh, Smith whiffed on it. And that ends up off of Paola and out of bounds. Ball still loose. Chipped in deeper into the Paola zone. Oh, this could be trouble. Getting to it first there was Orellana. And it ends up out of play. Washington throw in on the way, but first, 4 substitutions for the Panthers and 1 for Washington. You can see the clock there, bottom right. 6.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Thrown in. Batted around, out of play. Missed on it. Goal kick coming. Near side. Koros trying to play it upfield. Lost it. Well defended there. That was Vallis, who tries to go to the far sideline. And Paola gets it right back. Weigert, well, initially did a nice job to take that away, but ultimately right back to Washington it goes. Still bouncing possession back and forth between these two teams like a game of Pong. And it's out of bounds. Last off the Panthers. Ricochets. Trouble. Able to get that thing back outside the box. And now they're able to get it a little bit further. But Washington right back in. Opportunity. Left foot shot, and it goes wide. 3.5 minutes to play here in half number one. Still scoreless on Washington's side. So good job from the Paola defense and, of course, netminder Ellie Kell. Hallie Ball, the lone goal of the contest, and it comes for the Panthers. Rolling toward the sideline and out of bounds. Weigert throws it in. Sending it up the near sideline. Trying to track it down. Will do so. Shot ricochets, and Washington able to block that before it ever gets anywhere near Alderman. But then it ultimately ends up out of play, so we'll get a Paola throw in. Inside it goes. Opportunity for Ball as it poked off her foot and sent back out. Washington keeps it alive. Trying to center it up, taken away by the Panthers. Working it through. And an offside gonna be called against the Panthers. So off the free kick to the near side. Van chipped it ahead. Opportunity here. Tracking it down is Orlano. Out of bounds off Washington. It'll be Paola's ball for the throw. Weigert sends it in. Couldn't keep it in for long, however, and now Washington will get a try at it. Into Z-Van. Taken by Orlana. Stolen from her. And now the Panthers, well, they were trying to work that thing back into Washington's end. Now here come the Wildcats. Didn't put a lot on that pass. And an easy play to be made there for Emma Weigert, but ultimately the ball ends up out of bounds again. We're into the final minute of the first half. Paola still protecting a 1-goal advantage. Tried to potentially get one final offensive rush going here were the Panthers. Now it looks like they might just be in sit and defend mode. That one goes straight up like a pop fly and ultimately lands behind the goal, and that's going to do it for the first half here from Paola. Second half action coming up after the break. It's 1-0 Panthers here on Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
Protect what matters most with Scott Hayka at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. With years of experience, Scott and his team will deliver trusted insurance and financial solutions for families, farmers, and businesses as they prepare for life's challenges. Whether it's auto, home, farm and ranch, life insurance, or retirement and financial planning, it's your future. Let's protect it. Stop by 11 South Pearl or call 913-294-2737. Scott Hayka, your local Farm Bureau agent, helping protect your family, your livelihood, and your future.
This Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming.
Next up, boom time. The Wi-Fi booming. The Wi-Fi is booming like a
10x double unicorn IPO.
Scream me sideways. It's bursting with Wi-Fi.
Well, everyone who knows a boom when they see one is going to want in.
The Wi-Fi's booming.
Every tax season, a villain rises.
Keep those numbers messy. I thrive on confusion.
But when overpayment strikes, a hero answers the call.
You can't save them all, Captain.
Watch me. Prime Accounting, fighting for your deductions, protecting your refund. Don't let Tax Luther take your refund. Join Team Prime today. Power to the people who fight.
To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
The University of Kansas Health System is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Kansas City Chiefs. Both organizations know excellence comes through their actions. It's about getting support and collaborating together. It's providing comfort and leadership to forge the path to success. The University of Kansas Health System cares for you in every moment, no matter how small. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com.
See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
My experience at Strode Orthodontics was amazing. Like most people who had their first round of braces, I forgot to wear my retainer and so therefore had crooked teeth. I got engaged this year. I wanted straight teeth for my wedding, and so Dr. Strode was able to give me Invisalign, and now I have the straight smile that I've always wanted. We're gonna get such a welcoming experience here. The day of my wedding, I'm not going to be scared to take pictures. Now I can finally be confident with my smile on that big day.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here as part of Fort Scott Community College's John Deere Tech program. Maybe you belong here as part of the perennial playoff-bound Greyhound baseball team. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
Looking for a taste of home-cooked goodness and a welcoming hometown atmosphere? Look no further than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Scott Haka in Paola today.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Just about ready for the start of the second half here on Paola Sports Live, as the Panthers with a 1-0 lead here over the Washington Wildcats. Paola coming off a 7-1 victory at Chanute on Tuesday. Now they've got a back-to-back homestand tonight and tomorrow night. They'll take on Turner. And they'll try to go for a clean sweep of 3 victories in 1 week. Right now, though, you got to get number 2 before you can think about number 3. And they're looking to hold a 1-goal lead heading into this second half. Oh, and might have sent that one incidentally back towards their own net. Schrottberger trying to get to it and has that one ripped back away by Washington. So the Wildcats avoid a near disastrous mistake early on. Paola, though, still with an opportunity to work this thing inside, and this could be trouble. Ball plays it in, and then off the side of the netting. They couldn't get a clean handle on it. An unfortunate break against the Panthers. Ultimately going to turn into a corner kick, but could have been significantly more right there. Now they'll work it in off the corner. And out of play. Goal kick coming up, so Washington really able to avoid any sort of disaster, as now they'll get it for the goal kick. Near side. To Z Van. Van trying to work her way around Dakota Smith, and does. Now she's off and running, tries to send that one inside, and it's Kell coming out to scoop it. Plays it inside. Poked off the ball and gets it back up to Van. Van trying to work her way around Sanders. Tries to send that one into the Paola end. Won't go. They'll dump it in once more. Goal kick coming. Well, that's squeaked by the Washington defender. Oh, and that'll draw the whistle. Oh, nice move to get that inside. And finally broken up. Oh, but a whistle on the tackle attempt. Might have been some contact there between the cleats. And it will be a Panthers free kick. Out of bounds. Panthers ball for the throw. And we'll see if that whistle was for the collision or if it was for a potential handball against Wilkinson, and it will be against Washington for the contact first. Cuts it inside, gets it over to Anna Castor. Castor has that one blocked. Poked free. Now they go far side, it's Park. Centered, Castor. Sends it inside. Was looking for ball, I believe. Then over to the far side for either Wilkinson or Schroetberger. Ultimately, though, poked out of play by Washington. It was Schroetberger that was the intended target on that pass. But regardless, it's going to be a Paola corner kick no matter what. Ball trying to direct traffic. Plays it in. Redirects. Still loose. And this looks like Van working it back upfield and getting it out of danger. And then she's taken to the turf, which will result in a free kick coming. And Van is still down. So we'll step aside and be right back. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back in out of the break. Washington has worked it into Paola territory. Now they've got a throw in, which goes directly to a Panther defender. And Hallie Ball quickly working it up the field, and I think there might have been some miscommunication there. As De La Torre kind of stutter-stepped. I think Ball thought she was going to continue working forward. So the pass ultimately ended up out of play. And now here comes Washington back the other way. Played back to Van, who is back up and able to stay out there in the game. So that's good to see. Throw in. Played back out. Well defended there by the Panthers. Now trying to work it upfield. Race is on for it. Contact, draws the whistle. And it's going against the Panthers. So it will be Washington's ball for the free kick. Could be a big-time scoring opportunity here for the Wildcats. Kell sends that one. Good kick. Gets it off one hop across midfield. Paola tries to work it in deeper. Now they will as they chip it ahead. Races on. Castor trying to get to it first. It won't be her, but Washington does poke it out of play on their own end. It's going to be a Paola corner kick. Bounces around. Schroepberger. Taken from her and now worked up to Z Van. Whistle. Panthers, again an opportunity, but this one chipped ahead, race on for it, far side corner. Can Paola keep it alive? They do. Centering pass. Oh, and just whiffing on it there. That was Wilkinson, I believe. Now to the far sideline. And it's out of play. Panthers ball for the throw-in. But first, some substitutions. Thrown in. Ricocheting around and ultimately rolling out of play. Thrown in. Played upfield. Cleared out of there by Washington. Now working it into Paola territory. First half began with a flurry of big scoring opportunities for both of these squads. Those have dried up a little bit here in the second half. It has been more of a meticulous game as the two defenses have started keying in on one another. They've kept it, for the most part, between the 30s. That one sent out of play.
Yeah, I think we really see both teams trying to settle in, and I would say a lot better defense has been played here in the second half rather than the first half. Not a lot of shots on goal.
No, the goaltenders might be starting to get a little chilly out there. They're going to need to warm back up, get back involved in the action. As a free kick coming here for Paola. Ball will send it out. Oh, nice play defensively by the Panthers. But that is quickly taken away, taken right back. And the trading of possession continues as now here goes Ball. Another potential breakaway chance. She's going to want to shoot it now and does, and puts it in the top of the net. Unbelievable shot from Hallie Ball, her second goal of the contest.
What a shot.
She is now one away from having a hat trick in both games against Washington this season. And it also gives the Panthers a little bit of insurance here as they pad their lead up to 2. The Panthers have gotten quite a bit of contribution from their two freshmen on varsity this year, Anna Castor and Hallie Ball. Castor's has been more of playing as that two-way player, constantly a presence defensively, generating the assists on offense. Hallie Ball's has been more statistical. It's been more, leading the team in goals scored this season and multiple hat tricks type of ordeal. As Z Van sends this one back. Washington now going to maybe potentially have to try to start forcing the issue a bit. Now finding themselves down 2 goals. Hallie Ball with it. No offside call. This could be that hat trick, and it is. 3-0 Paola. All 3 goals off the right foot of number 23. We just talked about it. 2 hat tricks on the season against Washington. It gives her 4 on the season.
That's just phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, the future of Paola looking fairly bright. And reasonably, at least if you're talking from a relative standpoint, the current looking fairly bright for Paola. Coming off a year last year, we talked about it a lot in the past on previous broadcasts. Not winning a game last season, 0-14-1. Now to this year, potentially looking at your 4th win of the year already. And they've got a very nice matchup against Turner tomorrow that they could potentially look to turn into win number 5, and 3 games in 1 week. Back and forth, the 2 teams go here around midfield. Could be another chance here. Off the goal kick. Taken away by Paola. Opportunity here. Castor. Pressured by Washington, and the Wildcats clear it out of danger. Thrown in. That one might have ricocheted off a chin. Collision there, but it was all ball on both sides. Paola comes away with it. Little too much on that pass. Ends up out of play. Wilkinson was looking to get that one to Quaros. Immediately back out of play. Thrown in. Back out again off Paola. Get another Washington throw. This one with a bit more accuracy finds its way to Vargas. Then over to Van. Back inside Vargas. Sent in the direction of Kell, who will scoop it up. Whistle. Castor pushes it through. Tried to center it up, and it was deflected away by Washington defensively and then out of bounds. So it'll be a Paola throw-in. Popped up, rolling towards the goal, and Alderman will grab it. And boot it. That is directly out of play. So a Paola throw-in coming. And poked out of bounds. Near side. Schroetberger centers it up. Opportunity! Castor pokes it inside. Still available and then popped over the top of the net. So ultimately just results in a goal kick coming up as Lakin Alderman will boot it away. Or give way to her defender. To the near side. Alderman tries to send this as far as she can. It'll go towards about midfield, then be taken by Washington and attempt to dump it in further. Looking to settle a lot of black jerseys in the vicinity, however. That one leaks through everybody, and Ellie Kell will come out and scoop it. Well, looks like a shin guard ended up coming loose and is now on the turf. Not sure whose it is, but I do know that Schroetberger's got the ball, trying to work it upfield, and Washington ultimately pokes it free. Ball comes loose again. Ball, after it ricocheted off of her and came flying back upfield, was able to then win the race to track it back down, and now a brilliant pass to Wilkinson. And goes right over the top of the goaltender Alderman, and that looked dangerous, but everybody pops up looking okay. That was an awkward-looking tumble for Wilkinson. But ultimately, after hitting the ground in an awkward fashion, just kind of checks at her nose afterwards, and we play on. Panthers ball around midfield. Wilkinson, maybe off the adrenaline of the near injury, working that one deeper into Washington territory. Now Schroetberger near side gives it to Ball. And then worked upfield, kept alive, Washington with it. Worked up the near sideline. Orlana. That gets through. Shot save made by Kell. Ellie Kell gloves it. And the shutout remains intact. Big time save made by Ellie Kell. And the Panthers still have not allowed a goal to the Wildcats across 2 games this season. That one poked toward the goal and rolling just wide. Corner kick coming up here for the Panthers. They go short with the corner. And the Wildcats now will work it back the other way. Ricochets out of bounds. Throw in coming. That gets by everybody. Alderman will go out to scoop it, and does. Back to midfield. Dumped in. Opportunity coming here. One-on-one with Kell, and the first goal of the game for Washington on the board. So Z Van off the right foot finally ripples the twine there for the Wildcats. And it's 3-1 with 9:14 left to play. Oh, and the Paola Panthers respond immediately from midfield.
Wow.
It one-hopped over Alderman. And that ends up in the back of the net. Impossible. 4-1 Panthers.
That is definitely a highlight reel play. Goal, mind you.
So finally, a bit of momentum built up by Washington there. Almost immediately erased. I mean, realistically, was immediately erased. So Ball now with 4 goals for the second time in this series this year, and Paola might be looking at a team 5th, and they'll get it. 5-1 off the foot there of Cameron Vaughn. .7:41 left to play, and the Panthers have a 4-goal advantage. Well, it's been a good start to the week for Paola. And we have a Washington player down. That appears to be Fierro. So we'll step aside while they tend to her. You're watching Paola Sports Live, brought to you by Comcast Xfinity.
Your jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal.
Here at Strode Orthodontics, we are a single doctor practice, which means that I am the only orthodontist here in the practice. I will be the one guiding you through your care journey. With our experienced staff, your appointments will be more efficient and more comfortable. We love treating kids as well as adults. We want you to be happy with your experience during orthodontic treatment as well as your smile at the end. I love when patients tell me that their smile has improved their confidence and their quality of life, because a smile is for a lifetime.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Back in after the injury, able to help Fierro off the field. Fortunately, did have to be carried by one of the trainers. So hopefully all is right for her, but back to the game action we play on. 5-1, Paola's lead. Not a team that usually lays off in the games that they have held leads in. They like to continue to play strong right up until the very end, that final whistle. Here we'll have a free kick coming. Wilkinson, upfield, got past ball. Oh, gets past the Washington defender. Taken out, and a whistle. And it looks like, following another injury, they might just be calling this. And so that's actually going to be the final score for this ball game. 5-1, the Paola Panthers come through and get the victory. Here against the Washington Wildcats, they'll sweep the regular season series. They get their 4th win of the season, their 2nd of the week. They'll go for a 3rd tomorrow, as you can catch that right here on Paola Sports Live. Coming up, first game of May, as they take on the Golden Bears of Turner. That'll be right here on Paola Sports Live. And then the soccer girls will be in action again next Tuesday as they take on Bonner Springs. That will be in Bonner Springs, which once again we will carry here for you on Paola Sports Live. For Caden Garbajo on camera, I've been Aaron Feely. We thank you all for joining us for tonight's broadcast, and until next time.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.